The conference brings together experts from 6 African countries including Uganda, Kenya, Nigeria, Somalia, Malawi and Burkina Faso, as well as representatives from 2 European universities in German and Portugal. The campus project is funded by the European Union and seeks to strengthen migration narratives in academic teaching by moving beyond stereotypes, exploring digital storytelling, digital narratives and social change.
Africa, and I know you're African journalists, but these stories also end up in Europe. And if we see the whole anti-refugee rhetoric that we see more and more coming up, this is because people don't actually understand what it means to be a refugee. It's not fun to leave your country. So I think it's really important that you now, through this project, are enabled to report on these issues in a way that people will read your stories and will understand better.
Professor Mushengyezi challenged journalists to report accurately on asylum seekers and refugees, emphasizing that truthful and responsible reporting is key in protecting their rights.
Forced migration is a serious reality. How we perceive of this reality as journalists and journalism educators is very, very important. How do we report on these kinds of circumstances that force people to leave where they have lived and go somewhere else? Increasingly, we are seeing a return to the imperial era where stronger nations invade others and get what they want and destabilize them because they do not agree with the leaders there. Increasingly, we see raw materials grabbing by powerful nations from weaker nations, throwing the realities of proper trade into the doldrums. We've been told all along that when you do trade, you exchange value. If I have gold, you bring me what I don't have, and you take my gold, and we exchange value. But now, if you have raw materials, you are in danger. You're in danger of being destabilized by the strong. You see imperial adventures of stronger nations taking over other countries because they do not agree with them, such as what you see in Ukraine and other places. Therefore, as we report on migration, I would like to say that as journalists, we also highlight the plight that reporters increasingly suffer when they dare to speak on some of these unfortunate realities.
Monica Chivita, the Dean of Journalism and Mass Communication at Uganda Christian University, expressed concern over the unconducive working conditions faced by journalists covering migration issues, saying these challenges complicate their work. She urged media managers to prioritize and support reporting in this critical area.
In terms of facilities, I think we throw that challenge back to the media houses for which these people work. If you work for a media house, what facilities is the media house putting in place to give priority to this area? Because migration affects practically every country in Africa. And I think the media houses need to give it that kind of emphasis that we give to the environment, to health, and to other things.
While Professor Raphael Achimfeleye from the University of Lagos noted in his presentation that migration reporting may not be as glamorous as covering politics, corruption or sex scandals, but stressed that it demands integrity, truth, trust and factual accuracy.
Is to say that reporting migration is not as glamorous as reporting politics, reporting corruption, fraud, 419, Yahoo, sex scandal, and many more. Therefore, we must go beyond the concept of the inverted pyramid structure in our news writing if you want to do justice to reporting migration.
Sharon Kamba compiled this report for UBC.